When you know the heart, mind, spirit of your prospect, you will get rich. I believe that coaching is the most powerful force for change on earth. I believe that success is inevitable if you're willing to do the work in the world and do the work on yourself. Yes, because you're going to entice them to want to give you money to help them change their life. When you know all this, this is the key. They're going to give you money to get what they want, okay? Just like you guys did. You guys gave me money so that I could teach you this stuff, so that you could build an empire and you could change the world and make lots of money yourself. So how do we take this and turn it into money? So from this, you can create marketing. You can create books, online training programs, live events, high-end masterminds. So how do you take something from here and turn it into this?
If you know their pains and their challenges, you can create solutions. And from the solutions, you can create a system. And then you can market that system or publish it or create a program or a live event or a mentorship or a mastermind based off of that.
Awesome. Absolutely. Let's give her a big round of applause. You nailed it. You nailed it. Here's how to market yourself. Market yourself doing make a difference marketing. Make a difference marketing is when you share great ideas that actually help people. You're taking on a stewardship role over your niche market. You're taking them under your wing. You're caring for all of them. Yeah, help everybody. So here's how you do it. You make a list of what are the biggest challenges people have, and you start solving them for free. That's called make a difference marketing. You write articles. What do you write your article about? Close your eyes and just drop your finger somewhere on your list of all those pains, problems, challenges, dreams, and desires, and all that stuff. Okay? Close your eyes, just pick one. Whatever it lands on is fine. Go to that page, and then just drop your finger somewhere. Okay? Whatever it lands on, put a star next to it. Just boom.
So I landed on loneliness.
What's that?
Loneliness is their pain point.
Loneliness. Ooh, awesome. Great. So what do we do with loneliness? Do we write an article? Yeah, we probably could write an article about that. Here's how to write a great article. You guys ready? Okay. This is gold for you guys, man. I hope you guys are getting a lot of value out of this because I am not holding anything back. I'm giving you everything I've got. How to write a great article. Describe the pain and the dream, and or the dream. In your case, I would describe that loneliness. And if you've experienced it yourself, you could talk about it as your own pain. I'm going to tell you about an article I wrote about how to grow your email list. Okay? When I wrote my article about writing how to grow your email list, I did not just say, here are 5 ways to grow your email list. Although I did share 5 ways or 10 ways or whatever to grow your email list. But what I shared first is, I wanted to grow I saw other people with big email lists and I had email list envy. Because I saw them and I thought, man, they could just because they have a big email list, they could just promote anything they wanted and have it be successful. They could make lots of money and create all the programs they want to create and just send out some emails and make a bunch of money. And I was really frustrated because I had a small email list. And I felt like I had better stuff to offer the world than the people with the bigger email list. Can anyone relate to that? Yeah. It's bastards with big email lists. So easy for them. So then I said, well, I ended up growing my email list by, I don't know what the number was, 20,000 people over the last 12 months, or whatever the article said, I don't recall. And here's what I found. It's not as easy as I thought to just send stuff out to my list. It wasn't all it was cracked up to be, but it was still much better having a big email list than a small email list, because here's what it's really like. I could send some emails. Maybe I had to send more emails than I would have thought. Maybe some things still fell flat on their face and failed, and some things were successful. I still had to work. I still had to figure things out, but it certainly made my life a lot easier. And not only did my email list go up, but so did my income. And so did my reach. And so did my ability to help more people. So having a big email list is still something I would recommend to everyone. Here are my top 5 secrets for how to grow your email list. I'm not giving you my top 5 secrets right now. This was my article. I'm telling you how to write an article right now. Okay. Do you see how that's a more effective strategy than just saying, here's 5 ways to grow your email list? Bam. You grab them, you touch them, you reach them, you touch their heart, touch their soul, touch their spirit. Now they're going to pay attention. They're going to pay much more attention now to your article than they would have before. They might have just glanced at, I already heard of that, blah, 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 move on. You touch them, you reach them emotionally. Now it's like, ooh, yeah, I want that. Oh, I do really want that. Oh, it's not as good as I thought it might be, but it's still great. Okay, I'm in. I'm sold. Yes, you always are selling. Actually, we're not selling. We're always enticing. Enticing. Always enticing. Always. People think, oh, I'm giving away free stuff. I'm giving away a coaching session. I charge a lot of money for coaching, and now I'm giving my coaching away for free. Who wants it? Now, you guys in this room might. But if I was out on the streets, people pay $100,000 to work with me for a single day. Not too shabby. If I ran around outside and I just said, free coaching to just random people who don't know me, who haven't built, they don't know what the hell coaching is, right? They don't know what the hell, why is that valuable? Why would I even want it? Because we didn't entice them. We must entice people. There could be people in this room that become so enticed to working with me that they decide they want to invest $100,000 to work with me even before this event is even over. That could happen. It might not. I'm totally okay with it. I don't have a lot of room in my schedule for many people. Even at $100,000, I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Not only do we have to entice people to invest $100,000, we've got to entice people to even read your article. You got to entice people to open your email. You got to entice people who open your email to read your email. You got to entice people who read your email to take any action you want them to take after that, to leave a comment, to reply to your email, to fill out for a free session, to buy something. Constant enticement. And it may sound a little exhausting, but it isn't. You just relax and understand that's part of the process. You have to entice people to change themselves, to change their life. They're already enticed, they're already ready, but they don't know that they don't know that reading your article isn't just going to be a waste of time. They don't know that it's going to be better to just get back on Facebook and see what's happening over there, or check out that Snapchat. Yeah, and Instagram. There's stuff happening over there, right? Or anywhere else on the internet. There's things that are interesting. They're being enticed by other things that can be very distracting. Even in this room, I've got to entice you to keep listening. And when we go to a break, I've got to entice you to come back. I've got to entice you to come back tomorrow. I've got to entice you to... Now, I could relax and know that most people are going to stay here the whole time. It's not like if I don't entice you, everybody's going to run away. I mean, most people flew out here from all over the world. Who here came from outside of the continental United States? Outside of the U.S. Who here is from outside the U.S.? Okay, look around. That is a pretty significant amount of people. I'd say that's like 20% of the room. Came from outside of the U.S. Well, I know you guys aren't going anywhere. Then again, there is a beach out there and the water is pretty warm. There's TV, there's the internet, there's all kinds of shit. If we're not enticing people, we're going to lose their attention, we're going to lose their focus. Got to entice people, okay? Always be enticing. Make everything you do enticing. Communicate enticingly or not at all. Okay, so the formula was to talk about the emotional, the dream, the pain. So if I was writing an article with loneliness, I would talk about how the pain of loneliness, the longing to be in a relationship with someone. You might even think back about past relationships that aren't good, but there's a party that wants to bring them back just because you're lonely. You could talk about how you see other people holding hands and walking down the street and cuddling and wishing, I just want that. I want that. You could talk about how you go out or you work all day and you come home from work and you go home and you open the door and you come in and there's nobody there to greet you. It's quiet. Nobody to talk to. Talk about your most desperate, lonely moment. When you were feeling so desperate and so lonely that you called a friend that you really don't like spending time with because you thought maybe if you go out with that person, they'll go out with you. You guys can go to a bar or go to a bookstore or go to a coffee and maybe somebody there will notice you. And you got yourself all dressed up and blah, 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 and, sob story, and everybody's crying. And say, I understand what it's like to be lonely. I know. I've been there. And it's tough. And you can feel ashamed of being alone and feeling lonely. You can feel like maybe there is something wrong with you. Why don't guys like me or girls like me? What is wrong with me? I don't want that to happen to you. So let me share with you my number one secret to finding passionate love that lasts. Here's what you need to do. Number one, probably need 5 things. Number one, just know it's normal to be single. There are 15 billion single people on planet Earth, and you're not alone. And many of them are just as frustrated, just as lonely as you are. Number 2, blah, blah, blah. Okay?
Got it.
All right, let's give it up for Terry.